Mara, are we good? All right. Give me a second here. All right. This meeting is being held in accordance with Public Law 1975, Chapter 231. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the Township website. We're going to be led in our Pledge of Allegiance by American Legion Post 228 Vice Commander Mark Krause and sons of the American Legion's Commander, Post 228, Judah Krause. Please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our service members here and abroad. Madam Clerk, can you call the roll?
Sure. Mayor Laufer,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Present.
Committeeman Capides,
Here.
Committeeman Huber is absent, Committeeman Weber.
Here.
All right. Proclamations and announcements. Before I go with the normal order of things, I want to announce that it is with regret that I announce the passing of retired Sergeant Angelo Bonaviticola, who passed away this morning after a long battle with health issues. Angelo was hired by the Springfield Police Department on February 1st, 1990. In April of 1991, Angelo was assigned to work with the Narcotics Task Force. During several cases he worked resulted in arrests within Union County. In 1999, Sergeant Bonaviticola became Springfield Police Department's first ever bike patrol officer. He then became one of the department's DARE officers in 2000 and later a school resource officer in 2008. In 2006, Angelo was named Municipal Alliance Volunteer of the Year by the Board of Chosen Freeholders. On October 12, 2010, Officer Bonaviticola was promoted to the rank of Patrol Sergeant, where he worked until his retirement in May of 2020. Having proudly served the people of Springfield for 30-plus years, having a love for police work and the camaraderie it brought, Angelo became back to work for the department as a SLEO, Special Law Enforcement Officer Class 2, which he did up until last year. Arrangements are as follows. The wake is at Memorial Funeral Home in Fanwood, Sunday, May 29th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, your cursive is excellent. Funeral Mass at St. James Roman Catholic Church, Saturday, May 30th at 10 a.m. Interment following at St. Gertrude's Mausoleum in Colonia. On a personal note, Officer Angelo, I've known since I was a little kid. He was a super nice guy. To the time I last saw him, he was always Officer Angelo. He was the better of the two DARE officers that I had in my time here. And when you thought of the Springfield Police, you thought of him, and he was a pillar of this community, and we are very, very sad to see him go. Would anybody else like to speak on Officer Angelo?
Yeah, heart of gold. To be honest with you, I think I knew a little bit more about him than he ever knew about me, just because I saw him out and about all the time. Whenever anything was needed, and when anybody needed anything, he was always there, willing to step up, just like all our other officers. And I found out about this probably about 10 minutes before the meeting started, and I'm kind of crushed. He was a great guy, heart of gold, and may God be with him and his family during this difficult time, for sure.
1,000%.
Mike.
Alex, then you, Chris.
Whoever can go.
Okay, Chris, all you.
Just true gentleman is the best way to describe him. I've known him for quite some time, and they broke the mold when they made him. Absolute fantastic guy, and so sorry to hear this.
Alex?
I was just going to say, I think he touched the lives of so many in our town, especially among students. I remember him fondly in elementary school, teaching us about the dangers of drugs and alcohol and nicotine and the effects. And I think he dedicated his career to Springfield and making a difference. And there's a lot of people and a lot of names that he won't remember, but I think he touched the lives and was there to support a lot of people in need for a long time. And at the end of the day, that's all you can really ask in life. And if you make a difference in just a few people's lives growing up, I think you really made all the difference around the world. So thank you.
Agreed. Proclamations and announcements. Springfield 55-plus residents calendar for June 2026 is out and about on the Springfield website. Springfield Pride Month celebration is Friday, May 29th at Chisholm Park near the Community Center at 6:30. Rainbow flag raising, speeches, live musical performance, and a 7:30 p.m. showing of the movie Wicked on the big screen. Refreshments will be served, RSVP for the event, and updates at https://register.communitypass.net/Springfield. Celebrating 250 years in God's sight, Saturday, May 30th at the First Presbyterian Church of Springfield. Free and open to the public. Doors open at 12:30. The event is from 1 p.m. to 3:30. The farmers market will open on Monday, June 1st from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come enjoy fresh fruits, vegetables, as well as Pickalicious Hoffman bread, Adoral's mobile coffee, and the Empanada Lady every Monday through October 26th. It is right out by the library on the lawn over there. The vote by mail drop box is located in the Chisholm parking lot by the handicap ramp in the back of the building. Early voting begins Tuesday, May 26th, which is today, and ends Sunday, May 31st. Visit the county website for participating municipalities, unioncountyvotes.com, one word. Please note that Springfield is not an early voting site. Primary election, Linda's second favorite time of the year, only to the general, is Tuesday, June 2nd. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. I will be voting. I hope everybody else does. The townwide garage sale is scheduled for Saturday, June 6th and Sunday, June 7th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. No permit is required. However, we do ask you register your address on the township website. This will allow residents and visitors to easily locate all participating homes. Bulk pickup is Wednesday, June 10th. Please have all items out by Tuesday evening. Overnight parking permission request will now be accepted online. Please visit www.springfieldhyphen.nj.us/departments/police. Questions can be directed to the email traffic@springfield-nj.us. Finally, please be advised that garbage collection will increase to twice a week starting today through Friday, September 4th. Collection days will either be Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday and Friday, depending on your location. Now we'll move to public comment on agenda items only. Is there anyone? Seeing none. Administrator's report, Mr. Biciclo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Touching on a few items. Bulk collection, as you had mentioned, is June 10th. I do want to emphasize you're allowed 3 foot by 3 foot by 12 foot, and there are no exceptions to that. Please stay within those parameters. Paper shredding is held on June 13th up at the pool, 44 Morrison Road, from 9 to 1. You can bring up to 3 reasonably sized bags and proof of residency is required. No commercial businesses. Our mulch program, we've done a few changes to it, and if need be, Craig can go over some of the details. But really, the only change was we're eliminating the commercial portion of service due to lack of interest over the years, and we're increasing the fee by $50 to $150 because our costs have skyrocketed. Sure. As far as grinding the mulch and also delivering it, so we were forced to do that. The community pool parking lot is being striped, and that's be done tomorrow. There'll be someone up there to guide people if they're going up to the parking lot for any reason. But that parking lot, the striping is gone, needs to be done over. Tamara, can you put up the Hershey building, if you would, please? No, it's not. All right, so this is what our Hershey building looked like, the old Hershey building. It's our DPW building on Mountain Ave. As you can see, the side of the building, all the paint was peeling off. A lot of the stucco was loose, that type of thing. So we had it redone. Keep going, because that one's not real clear. We had scaffolding put up. They did all the stucco on the side, and we got a finished product. There you go. So the building now is much cleaned up. And again, this is part of what we're trying to do with the downtown, period. We're trying to get the downtown cleaned up. This actually is part of our downtown. So we thought it was important that we do our part also. So next thing I wanted to touch on is the Caldwell Culvert. If you could bring that up, Tamara. As you can see now, you're looking actually across from the bank. The top of the culvert now has been capped, and they filled in on both sides. We're on schedule at the last meeting. They're still looking at June 26th, but we're in good shape. Looks like everything is on schedule. We should have no problems. So that should be open in next, we're really only about a month away, and that should be totally done and back open again. We shouldn't have any issues with that for the rest of our lifetimes. Oakland Park, we had two things done last week. The water line was brought into Oakland. We had the water company, PSE&G, was out there. And then also at the same day, we had JCP&L out to bring electric to the park. The electric will be done probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. The water, the only thing we need to do is put a backflow preventer on it, and the water is ready to go. Mike Disco and I spoke to the contractor that's doing the actual work the other day. They're just waiting for materials to come in, and then they're ready to go. That park should be done and open for September 1st. So we should be in plenty of time to take care of the grant that we had received. That was the big concern there, quite frankly. The other thing I wanted to touch on, if I may, Mr. Mayor, I don't want to rain on your parade. Mr. Bartosh sent in a couple of questions, and I kind of wanted to comment because I'm not sure who knows what on this. One of his questions was crosswalks with the center lines in the roadway need to be painted. That we are responsible for only the crosswalks, the white stripes along the gutters we're not responsible for, and we're not responsible for the center line. Now, the white paint, a lot of that is thermoplasty, which we do not have. So the county's got to do that anyhow. There was another concern he had. Some of the older digital pedestrian signs don't work. I don't know exactly. I wish he would specify which ones, because the only ones that we've put up that are pedestrian signs are Evergreen in South Springfield, Wabeno and Mizell, and the high school. All of those are working. If he's referring to the traffic lights where you push the button and it lets you cross the street, those don't flash or anything, basically. You push the button, and what it does is it just extends the time, so you have more time to cross. If there's one of those out, we'll check it. But if Mr. Bartosh could let us know if there's ones specifically that he knows of, we'll be happy to look into those. The other one, I believe, is for PD as far as the digital sign goes. I don't know if you want to comment on that, Ryan? You're good.
It's on.
Yep.
All right, so the digital sign is going to stay where it's at due to the high volume with the culvert closed. Until we can get that back open, we won't see the traffic flow that we currently have. to touch base on just a couple of your other items, the Hillside and South Springfield, the last time I spoke to the county about the traffic cycle there was back in May of '24, and they said they did a traffic study and they were not doing it, so we'll reach out again, try to run the same traffic study. We've been fighting this one to change the pattern for a little while, and if it needs timing, we'll work something out. And typically, my time in traffic with crosswalks, we waited till the end of the school year, let the school year kind of scrape away the old paint, and by the start of the year, DPW usually had it all squared away.
Yeah, Robbie will get those painted. So we will take care of them. As far as any of our redevelopment, just a quick comment that our development down at the end of Church Mall is going along very well. We're at a point where they're probably going to be looking by the end of the summer. They should be either renting or pretty close to. That project's going very well. We've been dealing with Scotty's, as I think everyone's aware, trying to get the redevelopment agreement signed off on. I got the final iteration of it today, and they're telling us that Scotty's the owner will sign off on that tomorrow. So once that's signed off, they're ready to go, and although it's been demolished, they'll be ready to start the next phase and start building shortly.
Are they going to be rentals or buys?
We don't know yet, he hasn't decided, so we've got the redevelopment
So he'll decide
agreement.
tomorrow.
We've got the redevelopment agreement written up, so he can do either or, but once he decides, he has to come to us because it needs to be voted on if he's gonna go with own instead of rental. There has to be an HOA put in place. There's a bunch of other things that have to be done. So we'll bring that to you as soon as we find out what's happening there. Are there any other questions or comments I can answer? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to Alex's second favorite part of the meeting, which is the approval of minutes. Deputy Mayor.
I will make a motion to adopt the regular meeting minutes of March 24, 2026 as emailed.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we have ordinance on first reading. Madam Clerk?
Ordinance 2026-09, this bond ordinance authorizes the making of various public improvements and the acquisition of new, additional, or replacement equipment and machinery, new communication and signal systems equipment, new information technology equipment, and new automotive vehicles, including original apparatus and equipment in by and for the Township, County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $2,967,500 to pay the costs thereof, to make a down payment, to authorize bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-09 as read by Madam Clerk, with publication on the Township website on May 28, 2026, with a final hearing on June 9, 2026.
I second.
Just to piggyback off of last meeting when we adopted our budget and made it clear that this administration has, over the last decade, almost nearly decade, has prioritized investing in our township and making sure that necessary repairs and upkeep are met year after year to ensure that we don't get into a situation where equipment breaks down and we're in an endless pit. So slowly each year we prioritize and make a priority list of what's most pressing. We try to invest it the best we can. We try to only do what is necessary while ensuring that we're meeting the moment. And this includes infrastructure improvements to all our buildings so they don't fall into disrepair, keeping both our staff as well as visitors of Town Hall safe during court, and ensuring camera systems, improvement to other technology, and making sure that our fleet of vehicles are upkept and continue to run on time to ensure that the services aren't delayed or diminished. So each year, this is a bond that allows us to spend some money to make those necessary improvements.
Yeah, 100%. Any other comments from up here? Nope. Madam Clerk?
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber? Mayor Laufer?
Yes.
Ordinance 2026-10. This ordinance amends the provisions of the Township Code regarding the purchase of mulch from the Department of Public Works.
Committeeman Capides, you want to make the motion?
Sure. I move for approval ordinance 2026-10 on first reading, as read by Madam Clerk, publicized on the website May 28th, 2026, with a final hearing on June 9th, 2026.
Second. It allows us to buy mulch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Sickle alluded to that.
yep, I think discussion is pretty clear on that
Can
one.
you please define mulch?
Yep. Plant perfume. Madam Clerk?
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber? Yes. Mayor Laufer?
Yes.
Ordinance 2026-11. This ordinance amends the Township Code's tree removal and replacement provisions to update certain fees and enforcement provisions.
Mr. Mayor, I move for approval ordinance 2026-11 on first reading, as read by Madam Clerk and publicized on the Township website May 28th, 2026, excuse me, with a final hearing on June 9th, 2026.
Oh, I will be second.
Any discussion on this? Again, it just updates our tree removal and replacement provisions and raises fees, right?
Actually, what happened was we stumbled on an unintended consequence that the way we had written the original ordinance, if you had dead trees, we were charging for each one. We felt that was unfair, so we changed
Just a
that.
dead tree fee?
Multiple.
Multiple, okay.
And Craig, we had some other small changes, did we?
Yeah, there are a couple of minor changes to the violation enforcement provisions to make sure that it includes not just violations in terms of failure to get a permit, but also other violations, because it's a pretty, comprehensive ordinance. We want to make sure that we can hold folks accountable for all forms of non-compliance.
Good stuff. Any other discussion up here? Madam Clerk?
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber? Yes. Mayor Laufer?
Yes. All right, we're moving on to resolutions. If you would like one pulled, please say so. 2026-162, 2026-163, 2026-164, 2026-165. We are going to pull 2026-166 as it is, as it pertains to our, one of the things in executive session. Resolution 2026-167, Resolution 2026-168, Resolution 2026-169, Resolution 2026-170, 2026-171.
If you could pull that, I'm not sure, but yeah, if we could pull that, please.
We will, 171.
71.
Okay, we're going to,
I just don't know, so I
no
won't.
problem. 172, and Resolution 2026-173. Just so you know, we're pulling 166.
Okay, I'll make the motion then. I'll make a motion to adopt resolutions by consent agenda. Resolution 2026-162 to Resolution 2026-165. Resolution, then we'll pick it up with resolutions 2026-167 through 2026-170, and pick it up with resolution 2026-172
And 3.
and 173.
I will second.
Madam Clerk?
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Committeeman Weber. Yes. Mayor Laufer.
Yes.
Okay. Are we going to do Resolution 166 now?
No, we'll do 166 later, but we'll do 171 now.
Okay. Resolution 2026-171. This resolution authorizes the award of specialized information technology support services for the Township of Springfield Police Department.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2026-171 as read by Madam Clerk.
Alex, you want to second it?
I will second.
No, I just wasn't sure if I had to abstain or not. I missed that one.
Oh,
No, this is quick tech, this is.
Oh, then I apologize for extending the meeting. I missed that one on the agenda.
Well, can we get you're here.
Yeah.
Well, I know this won't be the best answer, but Captain Rachel did a lot of the research into the IT end of it. Endlessly, he put a lot of effort into it. Over the last few years, we've had some issues trying to get our computers up or keep them running. The laptops, it's difficult because I really can't help much other than what YouTube tells me. So this company produced a really good plan for us. They came out, assessed what we had, and we stand behind that plan. We think it's going to work great and really take that burden off of Captain Rachel and I trying to keep the IT end grinding while we don't really know the dynamics of it.
And one of the reasons that quick tech was picked is because they understood what a lot of the requirements were from PD, which are much different than any other department. They've done it before in other towns. As I say, Captain Rachel had 2 or 3 other people in to look at it, and these guys came out as, we thought, the most qualified.
Yeah, definitely.
I apologize, Ryan, for putting you on the spot.
No, it's okay. When Captain Rachel takes the lead, I try not to interfere because I don't want to derail him.
okay. Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Weber. Yes. Mayor Laufer.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna move on to discussion and action items. Number 1, the township, is there a motion to accept Drew Stern's resignation as a member of the Board of Health?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for your service, Drew. New York Blood Center, Blood Services request to hold a blood drive at Chisholm Community Center, Monday, June 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Wednesday, July 1, 2026, and Monday, August 3rd, 2026, 12:30 to 9 p.m. Insurance certificate and hold harmless provided. Is there a motion to allow for that?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides. Yes. Committeeman Weber. Yes. Mayor Laufer.
Yes. And I would like to announce the appointment of Andrew Patalis to the Springfield Library Board to fill a term expiring December 31, 28. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance, Alex's favorite part of the meeting.
I'll make a motion to adopt payroll and invoices for the period of May 13th, 2026 through May 26th, 2026 in the amount of $9,658,121.83.
I make the motion.
Okay.
Second. You second.
Your second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Made the
second.
motion,
I
you
apologize. That's why I,
No worries.
That's okay. Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Committeeman Weber. Yes. Mayor Laufer.
Yes. Correspondence, New Jersey American Water petitions to implement a distribution system improvement charge, to implement a wastewater system improvement charge, and to implement a resiliency and environmental system investment charge. So many new ways to charge us more money. June 1, 4:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. There is a call-in if you'd like to voice your opposition or support. It is 1-862-294-2638, ID number 287-137-785, pound. We're going to move on to public comment on any governmental issue. If anybody would like to address the Township Committee, please do so at this time.
Mark Kraus, American Legion Post 228, Vice Commander. This is not political. This is the good part. First of all, I want to thank the Township for supporting the Memorial Day ceremony yesterday. Really appreciated. Even though it was bad weather, we all kind of liked going inside to the auditorium, and something consideration for next year, possibly doing it again inside, staging the parade at Dayton and parading up Mountain Avenue and ending up in Veterans Park, where I think more apropos, and maybe we'll try it and see what happens. The other thing I want to talk about is, let me bring this up to you. That is a postcard picture of Chisholm, Raymond Chisholm School from 1921. If you don't know, the Chisholm Community Center, which was the Chisholm School, the left side, which is currently the Senior Center, was the original school. The right side was built in '39 with the FDR Works project. I read an article, and by the way, if you look at the foreground, just take a, there's a little gray spot on the corner of the building. That is the cornerstone of the building. You see that little gray spot? That cornerstone is now in the lobby of the community center behind the piano. So I found this article.
Very cool.
In the library as I was going through some of the files. I think Donald Palmer did old school filing. When the cornerstone of the Chisholm School was laid, a capsule was placed in it containing a record of the young man for whom the school was named. Exercises for the dedication of the school were held on October 15th, 1921. In them, further tribute was paid to the memory of Raymond Chisholm. The first American Legion post organized in Springfield was also named after him, but was only active for a comparatively short time when it was later reorganized some years later into what we currently have as Continental Post 228. Did not know that until about a week and a half ago. Wow. So October 15th, 1921 was a Saturday. October 15th, 2026 is a Friday. That will be exactly 105 years after that cornerstone was laid. To my knowledge, and even I consulted Linda Jerzak from the Historical Society, no one's opened the time capsule yet. So,
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
so this is what I'm asking of the township.
That's awesome.
So, if you go and look at the picture, or I can send you a picture of the cornerstone, it's pretty beat up after time, but it's inside, which is nice. Maybe on October 15th, 2026, we can open it up in the ceremony, which is on a Friday, so it'll be exactly, like I said, 105 years later. And hopefully it's still there, because I don't know of any record that I'm aware of, and neither are other people that may know this stuff, that the time capsule was ever open, because it was probably forgotten due to time. So considering it's the 250th anniversary of the country, 105 years later, and Chisholm was technically the only soldier from Springfield that was killed in battle during World War I. So that's my ask of the township for consideration. I think we have enough time to.
I think that's a great ask. I think we have enough time to get something off the ground,
Yeah.
and I think we should.
Only if Mark helps us.
100%.
Yeah, I'll be happy to chisel the time. I'd like to
Yeah.
pull out the cornerstone in one piece, even though
You
but
brought it to our attention, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so DPW can probably take the lead on the physical aspects of it, and the Legion will be there, the township will be there, and see. Hopefully something's inside, still intact. So
Totally.
that's my ask.
Very interesting find.
100%. We
Thank
will
you so
absolutely
much.
be in touch, Mark.
I'll
Thank
send you a
you.
picture of the cornerstone and that article, and I'll take my postcard back.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Anybody else from the public?
Good evening. Wendy Jones, 158 Milltown Road, Springfield, New Jersey. On April 28th, when I was at the meeting, you talked about flow rights, and I know what they are in terms of the West with Colorado River and who gets what percentage of the remaining water. But what specifically do flow rights mean in terms of Springfield?
You want me to explain that?
Yeah.
Flow rates are when we have wastewater going into the system.
Mm-hmm.
We're allowed so many gallons. And because when the town was established, it was mainly farms, our flow rights, what were purchased at the time, were not enough with today's society and the amount of building that has gone on. So over the past 8 years or so, with the help of obviously with the committee's approval, we've managed to purchase more. When we go over that, you get fined for exceeding what's called your amount of flow rights that you have.
You buy flow rights from,
Another town that's
Another
not.
town.
See, other towns at that time were smart.
Yeah.
They purchased more than they needed.
Yeah.
They did not grow as much, so they have extra flow rights. and we managed to buy a number of them from Garwood. They sold us a fair amount, which really, really helps us out.
Your Garwood is very tiny.
Yeah, so that's what stops us then from being fined, because we're now within the amount we're allowed.
Okay, okay. All right, that's very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Anybody else from the public? I will go ahead and close public comment. Madam Clerk, we have an executive session today.
Resolution 52626, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters. 1, matters covered by attorney-client privilege, personnel, and collective bargaining. 2, matters covered by attorney-client privilege and potential contract negotiations. Whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now therefore, be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exists. Motion?
I'll make the motion.
Alex?
Second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We will be taking action during this closed session. I mean, after this closed session, sorry. All right, we have a motion, second, all in favor. Everybody is in favor except Alex. We are in. All right, we're back in open session. Is there a motion for Resolution 2026-166?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Should I read it?
Please read the resolution.
Resolution 2026-166. This resolution authorizes discussion and negotiation with collective negotiation units regarding a potential new compensation structure for the administration of certain police department training programs and specialized tasks. So we have,
We have a Kaiser and Weber. Motion and a second. Madam Clerk.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
is Rich here? Committeeman Huber? Yes. And Mayor Laufer.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that motion. All in favor? Aye.
Nay.
We're adjourned.
Rich, I'll talk to you.